And we're live on YouTube. Hello, hello. Thank you all for being here today. I'm not going to be here long. I've been kind of like missing Happy Hump Day. Hey, Tina. Tina the Bomb. Happy Hump Day to you too, babe. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for supporting my YouTube channel. Today, I just kind of wanted to share with y'all where I've been. I've been missing in action because I'm working on a course for y'all. And I really, really am excited about it because it's really what you all been asking for, and I took the time to just chill out and kind of like make it come forward. It's going to be a transformation journey. Thank you for supporting me. It's going to be a transformation journey, and I've geared it down to all of the things that I've been talking about as it pertains to health and wellness, blood type, eating right for your blood type, because the food that you eat creates a chemical reaction with your blood, causing inflammatory responses, causing sickness and disease. And so it's in an effort to reverse those things and eat the right food. Hey, Diana, thank you for being here. It's in an effort to reverse that inflammation, the sickness, and disharmony in the body. And the course is also going to be geared down to personality, blood type strengths and weaknesses, working on past trauma, and understanding you. It's really going to be a course about transformation and understand where you fit in the body of Christ. So we're going to basically cover both spiritual and physical aspects of it. And on one of my lives, I asked a couple of questions, and it pertained to, what do you all want out of the particular course that I put together? And I got some really, really good information about detoxing the body, about mindfulness, about exercises, just specifically on blood type, about meals that you could prepare. So I'm creating these videos and everything for this particular course that I'm going to be launching really, really soon. And so that's why I wasn't live on Monday and Tuesday like I normally go live around this time every day. But I wanted to share with you all the people that this is going to impact, and maybe you may be one of these people that I'm speaking of. This it's going to impact people that's really on like a personal journey of wellness. They seeking their purpose in life. Hey, my truth, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It's gonna impact those that's on a personal wellness journey, just for a healthy lifestyle. Maybe it's gonna impact those people who are maybe health enthusiastics, just have a passion like I do about health and wellness and self improvement. My course is going to help spiritual seekers too, because sometimes spiritual seekers need guidance as well. Nobody's exempt from this thing called learning and advancement or evolving. So it's going to help them to explore spiritual practices and maybe different holistic approaches. It's going to also help people that are seeking emotional healing, emotional healing in regards to like past trauma or things that will be stopping them from evolving in the areas of mind, body, and soul. And the beautiful thing, what I really, really love about it, this course that I'm implementing and working on for you all, is the fact that I'm going to be talking to you as it pertains to how you think. Like, for example, you O's out there that may be interested in the upcoming course, I'll be talking to you based upon you making achievements, you seeing the results, how your mind works, I'll be talking to like the bees, for example, in an effort to teach them how to sift through those thoughts, because bees are really brilliant beings, but we be having a multitude of thoughts that come at us all at one time, and sometimes we don't know how to organize that thought. But just letting you know, just that in itself, it's like, oh, okay. Because oftentimes people be suffering in silence. They be suffering, and it's just something, a part of them, that is pretty much their personality, their gift, pretty much to come forth with exuding, and they'll suffer in their mind and be like, "Oh my God, why am I like this? I can't turn my brain off from da 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 da." Does other people, and then they won't tell anybody else. Hey. They won't tell anybody else what's going on in their mind because they're feeling left alone. They're feeling like, oh, maybe if I tell somebody, I'm gonna come off as being weird, and not feeling a part of. So for those people that are seeking emotional healing in their past trauma, this to help them with that, because oftentimes there are some people with these analytical minds that they replay the trauma over and over. They relive it, and not only are they reliving it, but they're causing their reflections to create another scene that is dramatic, like the one that they keep replaying. Because if you keep thinking of something over and over, it's like into you telling the subconscious mind, give me more, and it will. This course that I'm implementing is going to help those wellness professionals and practitioners, maybe the herbalists, the researchers, the authors, the publishers, the speakers, because it's going to help to expand their knowledge of, in their journey as well. Not only that, just creative souls. Anybody out there that is on a journey of creation, it's like an aha moment when you realize there's no such thing as this thing called wrong. No, you're wrong, I'm right. All of it, when you put it together, is God. It represents the totality of God. When you put us together, whether we be black or white, whether we be O, positive or negative, A, positive or negative, blood type B, positive or negative, blood type AB, positive or negative, it don't matter. When you put it all together, all you're seeing is God. All you're experiencing is God. So those that are seeking inspiration on a deeper connection, like the creative souls that I'm talking about, with their creative process, then they'll have creative thoughts and creative ideas and understand why certain people came forth in their physical reality to experience life through them. It'll even help corporate professionals that are seeking like a work-life balance, because now when you know yourself, you understand yourself. And I'll be giving away in the course ways for you to work on your trauma, ways for you to understand your balance, yourself. And that's the beginning of all wisdom, is getting to know yourself, because getting to know yourself is getting to know God. And then when you know yourself, then now you know your other reflections. Now you know where you fit in. Now you know the value that you bring to this world, because some of us are just lost in the souls. And because I am a blood type B and the balancer in this physical reality, pretty much like the energy of the oracle, this is like my passion, my purpose, to understand me, because it's like a yearningness to, ever since I was a little girl, to learn me, to understand my inner being and the voices that I heard, the something said, the way that I felt, these based upon what was going on inside of me versus what other people was trying to show me. Because people lie, but one thing about energy ain't gonna lie. So when you begin to trust yourself, you'll get this inner confidence with your inner being. You'll get this connection with your inner being, and then you'll operate in flow. And so all of this here will teach you how to operate in flow. Because if you're not operating in flow, that means you're fighting against the current. That means you're creating resistance in your life with your own inner being, hence your own self. And if you create resistance with your own self, you're your own stumbling block. And so even for the corporate professionals that seeking a life balance, maybe they in a high stressful environment, because of it, sometimes when we're in corporate America, I worked there for 22 years, we become that face. We start to put on, we start to act like, and you could get so caught up into acting like and putting on and being that so-called team player that you lose your whole self. You lose your identity. You lose your identity. So even for caregivers, this course would be really valuable, because oftentimes I was just in the hospital with somebody who was having a heart surgery. They wanted me to be there for them, and the nurses, oh my God, nurses are so giving, so caring. The ones that really like their job and not burned out with it just yet. But it's in it like blood. Like, really, honestly, it is. Speaking of blood type personality, it's in their blood, and that's why they desire. If they're a nurse, that is written in their blood, because there is a blood type that'll be a highly beneficial job for them to pursue. If they're a nurse, that their blood type says that they are a nurturer or a caregiver, these people are so compassionate. These people will do anything. I was just a guest up in there, and they was ready to just do anything. You could get you something to eat, right? Is that pillow soft enough for you? I mean, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm all right. You just take care of that person there that I'm here to see. But they be so dedicated to supporting others that they may neglect their own self. And this is why you'll find sometimes nurses, and I ain't picking on nobody, everybody have a journey now. This is why you'll find some of the nurses, they would have the worst relationships with men. They would attract the little so-called dusties in the physical reality, right? Because the dust, they're on low frequency, and of course the dust they want to receive, and the nurse is a caregiver, and she'll get so caught up to giving, and he be just taking, right? And oftentimes, nurses or caregivers, they neglect themselves. So this course will really help them to create balance, really help them to figure themselves out and why they're like that, and so start to be wise with their energy. Give the care to those people on the job, and then you find ways to give the care to yourself when you're not on that job. And that way, you won't be always attracting people that need care. Because if you send out that signal all the time, that's all you're gonna get, especially in your relationships. So then you'll finally figure out why I keep attracting the so-called dusties. Like, right? Once you get your balance of learning how to receive, that's what it's all about. Giving, giving, giving. That's cool. But you gotta know how to receive. Everything in life is about a healthy balance. And even those that are having, alternate medicine, wanting to discover alternate medicine practices, the course will help them in exploring that, because I'm going to share with everybody based upon their blood type, the highly beneficial herbs for certain things like arthritis. When I was on live, y'all gave me a list. Do I have the list up here? Y'all gave me a list of some of the things that y'all wanted blood specific knowledge about. I don't have it right here, but I remember it was like arthritis, high blood pressure, gout type stuff. Wait, here go the list right there. Gout type stuff. Let's say memory, arthritis, meditation practices. All of this is going to be inside the course. Yoni, bath, herbs, deficiencies, how to incorporate the deficiencies in your body via the skin. In the kitchen, the foods that will be highly beneficial, like for pre-workout, things that you could do to detox the bottom of the foot, or even soften the bottom of the foot, things like that, specifically based upon your blood type. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And that's what I've been working on pretty much. And so the most common thing to group these people together is the fact that these people that I'm speaking of, that I'm happy that I'm in a position to help, is that they all have a commonality where they feel lost. They feel lost, maybe. They feel like lack of purpose. Their sense of well-being, in uncertainty in life could cause them to get on a lower frequency. Oftentimes, these people have health challenges and they're looking for, wellness, alternate ways or holistic ways to achieve wellness. Maybe they at a point in their journey, just like I once upon a time got tired of listening or being a lab rat in the medical industry, like, right? Because when you find that you passing in your stool certain medication and you're not benefiting from it because you see it visibly in the toilet, it's like you start to lose a little faith. When you start to feel like, the medication isn't working and you're just trying this and trying this, you start to lose faith. So these are the type of people, even the people that have a work-life balance, their imbalances in their personal and professional life, both are suffering. Because if you're out of balance in one area of your life, then hello, you in another area of your life, you're going to meet you in every aspect of life. And so this is a common thing that these people share, that they're feeling a lack of belonging, lack of self-purpose, of knowing self. And this is where I come in. I come in to offer these people, even those that have emotional baggage, that have the trauma. I offer these people another way to look at themselves, another way to look at life. I offer these people inspiration. I offer these people hope. And I'm happy about that, because the way that I offer it is because I'm able to educate and inform, not just educate and inform based upon physical things that they see, but in the spiritual aspect, being that I myself have done this shadow work with myself. That's the work that a part of yourself that you don't want other people to see. When you have done this type of work and you connected with your inner being, then now you can see, because now you're seeing with the all-seeing eye. And with seeing with the all-seeing eye, it opens you up to a larger percent of your brain capacity. And I'm saying this because oftentimes for me, I can see things that I honestly don't be wanting to see, being that I, worked on self, and that's just how it is. And I remember it like it was yesterday. This was the last day that I did my lives outside. When I lived in New Orleans, Louisiana, I was outside at Audubon Park. And I was at Audubon Park, and this was before I even started doing my consultations. Hey, Makiba, thank you for being here. Hey, Chef, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. His name is, okay, to you. Okay, Lorenzo. That's a beautiful name that you give your source. So I remember it like it was yesterday that I was at the park, and because I was tapped into my inner being, I was sitting there trying to record, and I had one of those dry erase boards with bullets on the things that I was about to talk about. It was like, on a little axle thing, the easel thing, whatever you call it, the stand. And it was in front of me, and I had the camera in front of me, and I was sitting there and I was talking to the camera. Now between the camera and the board, there was an empty space. And far from a distance, there was a black man that was walking. A black man walking in the park. I'm gonna tell you how this here works, just in case not there, or maybe you're there and you experience it and you think it's the greatest thing, so maybe you won't feel alone no more. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the camera, and the bullets are like right there, kind of like this camera, this YouTube camera is here, and this here TikTok camera is here, but there's an open space. I can see my backyard between the two, the open space. That's what a man was like, right? And so as soon as I saw the man, it was just like I saw everything the man was going through. And I was like, in my mind, this is my mind, me thinking, okay, I don't care. I just want to do this video. I just want to do this video. And so I'm just looking over here, this camera, trying to do this video. And I'm not worried about this man that's like right here in this empty space. I ain't worried about him. I'm just trying to do the video, right? Now, I saw everything about the man. Didn't care. Wasn't going to repeat it or nothing. I'm minding my business. Next thing I know, so fast, I don't know how that man got way from over there to behind my board saying hi. I mean, his head and everything. Hi. And I was like, hey, how you doing? Now, the camera's still recording. I'm trying to do a YouTube video at this time. This was before I started consultation, so I don't feel like I'm, violating, because I don't talk about the people that I consult with. I don't feel like I'm violating because he came in my space. Anyway, and he came over there and he was like, can I see? And I said, what do you mean? He's like, oh, you have a drawing, you're painting? Can I see your work? I was like, oh, no, it's not a painting. You can see it. It's just bullet points for my live I was recording. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what drew me over here. And I was like saying to myself, I do. Because I knew everything about the man, like, right? And so he just started talking just about everyday stuff. It was like the man just was sitting there waiting for me to tell him about himself, because my inner being, my ability to see him was, what I feel drew him over there because I had a message for him. And I was like, really, you don't? He told me his name and I just listened, he was just jibber jabbing. And I was like saying to myself, well, you know what, let me just tell this man what I just saw, because maybe, at this point, I'm just like, let me do this so I can get my video done. And I was like, well, you come here a lot, don't you? And he was like, yeah. I was like, no, I just thought it would be a pretty place to do a video. And I was like, how's everything going at night? And he just looked at me, just shocked. I was like, yeah, it seems to me as though that I'm fighting with some demons, some energies. And that's why, now I ain't smell this man or nothing. And I was like, that's why you drink so much. And it's like, you're not really yourself. You're running from yourself. And da da da. And what, we just went on and on and on and on. And this grown man just started crying and looking at me like I was, I guess, Miss Cleo or something, like, right? He started crying. He was like, how did you know? He's like, what do I do? And da 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 da. And we talked for hours. Now keep in mind, I was out there to do a video. I didn't treat him no different, but I'm just trying to teach you or show you that, sometimes it's a blessing. I'm not saying nothing about the gift. It's a blessing. But for the person that has the gift, sometimes they don't even want to know. It's like, okay, why you telling me this, inner being? That's that man business. He got his own walk. But oftentimes, because you tapped in, and these people are seeking a way to tap in. Now they innately can tap in on their own. They just ain't hearing. They just don't have the eyes, maybe the fear to brought them down. So sometimes your reflections are there to help you to hear the voice that you should have been hearing, but you didn't have the ears to hear just yet. And so this man and I sat there and talked for hours and hours and hours. The video did not get done, and that was the last day that I went live outside around the public. because I knew that I would never get anything done because of the gift, because of my ability to see, and because my inner being. This is why I say people don't believe this part of me. This is why I say I'm an introvert. I don't mean that I'm a, like you know, an unhealed introvert, saying that I'm an introvert. Because some of the introverts, they'll say I'm an introvert because they have trauma and they think everybody gonna hurt them. It ain't that. It's about the hearing. It's about all of the people that I'm getting exposed to when I go out there, and that I can see through, that I don't really be wanting to see. And so like if I go to the mall, for example, like I'm not a shopper and stuff, like if I go to the mall, and I'll go with purpose. If I want a red shirt, I need to go to the store where they have red shirts on the full way, so I can grab my size and get up out of there. Like a Burlington, oh, I can never. Like if it ain't organized, because I ain't got time to be searching. No, mm-mm, mm-mm. Because around that time, searching and looking through all of those things, I'm passing all of these people like a bar. Oh my God, a bar? Mm-mm. I remember when I used to dance. I actually used to dance, and we used to go to different venues. And sometimes we'll go to little balls, for a party or whatever, and show up or whatever. And I would go in there. When it was time for us to dance, and then I had to get up out of there, because the energy of the people that's in a bar, that maybe in the bar drinking because somebody left them, somebody cheated on them. I felt that. Even I didn't understand what it was, but I always felt that. So this course, back to the course, it could educate and inform people of why they're experiencing life that way. Because if I didn't tap into my inner being, I would clearly think I was going crazy. People in religion, for example, they'll say, oh, that's hoodoo, whatever. They'll think you're going crazy. They'll tell you that you're going crazy because you don't look at life the way that they look at life. Because you hearing a voice, they'll put you on medication. If I was still in New Orleans, I'll be on that third floor, the crazy little floor with the little white little strap around my head, hands, because people perceive life differently. And speaking of crazy, since I'm on this crazy talk level, even those people underneath the bridge, back in New Orleans, we got some out here, and I didn't realize we had some out here, but I was driving somewhere in the kind of low. I'm new here. I guess it was the bad part of Phoenix, kind of like. And I saw some underneath the bridge, and it was so pretty and clean underneath that bridge. He didn't stink of nothing. No, I didn't know they had a bad part. But anyway, those people underneath them bridges, them people not crazy. They tapped into other realms, other states of consciousness. And sometimes they get trapped in and don't know how to come back and center themselves. Sometimes they get tapped into their inner being and they see another world there and don't know how to bring it back in and play the game of life in this realm here. And frequent that realm. So this course will really help people that think that they about to lose their darn mind, like, right? And I offer a platform, the course, in an effort to inform them of who they are, give them personalized guidance, because it's going to be specific for blood type, specific for reading them through clairvoyancy. And actually, I give value to it because I can offer so many product remedies or recommendations, because for the years of being an herbalist, doing my own researches, saving my own self, and a plethora of other energies that came forward to experience me, meal plans and recipes, and even community building for like-minded individuals. It'll be a good place for us all to meet in this particular course that I'm implementing. And I'm so excited about this, y'all. I'm so passionate about this. I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours, because I love what I do. I eat, sleep, dream this, because I know this is my purpose. And yesterday I was gathering up some information, and I was telling somebody about it, and it was just like, come here, give me a hug, because you're just so passionate. You really love this. And I'm like, yeah, I really do. And I really can help these people even more. And because in helping them, I'm helping me, because I'm evolving, because I'm growing and I'm learning. Me even implementing the course, it's almost like I'm sitting down with an O. And I'm really understanding all the O's that have graced me with their presence. I'm like, dang, back in the day when I didn't know this about the O, I didn't understand that the O really liked me, because the way that he or she showed me was because she did things for me. and how people express themselves differently based upon blood type, just simple things. It teaches me. So I'm learning, and I'm forever a student, and I love to learn because I understand learning is allowing me to evolve and get closer and closer to that higher state of consciousness that I stem from. And so within, I don't want to rush the process. Within maybe about 3 weeks, the course will be implemented for all blood types. It'll be available on my website. And I'm thankful. Oh, and I want to give a special shout out to TikTok. Hey, 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 hey. Pray for us and lead us. Oh, okay. Good afternoon. It's always good to see you. I know every time I get to learn something new. Every time you see me, oh, thank you for that, Candy. Thank you for that. And so, facts. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. And so I'm really happy about it because it puts me in a position to be able to help other people. And that's really, really what I want to do. That's really, 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 really what I want to do with my life because it reminds me of me and where I come from, my journey. And it's like a full circle. I remember when I was sick, when I was overweight, when we wore glasses, when I experienced this ease and disharmony, and when I got tired of the doctor feeling like I was a lab rat, and now I could full circle help my reflections and allows me to evolve and get to a greater, greater, greater place of consciousness. And I love that for me. I love that for you. And I'm sorry, I was about to give a special shout out to TikTok. Let me tell y'all this here, and I'm gonna get a little emotional about this here. My passion. I thank God. I thank Source for Miss Grateful, for Miss Being Soul. There's some blood type A's that really, really I need on my team, and I'm thankful for them along my journey. Coach Renee as well. And so I thank TikTok so much because I think Source is what I'm really saying, because Source is really orchestrating everything. I came to TikTok and there was one day that I got blocked and Miss Grateful was there, and I kind of got in that moment I felt a little discouraged. I felt a little discouraged because, man, I'm trying to give to people the things that I know that they need to help them, with sickness and disease. And I turned the camera around and I was like, look, y'all, I got blocked. Like, I think on that day I said, the word HEAL a little bit too much. And, they're target words. If you say them so many times, is it pertain to disharmony? You'll get blocked, because, they got the medical industry and all of these other, sponsors that want that to thrive and not to be out of season, right? Anyway, I feel so thankful for that because I was about to start a series. They have a series option on TikTok. I was about to start a series and I pulled back. I was like, nope, nope, nope. I'm getting resistance here, and I love to go with flow. I'm not gonna put my series there. And I said it on the live. I'm not gonna put something there. Why would I do that when the energies is blocking me there? I'm gonna go with flow. And so I was like, nope, I'm gonna put it on my website instead. Nope, I ain't trying, nope, I'm a pivot. And I'm so thankful that I listened to that flow. I'm so thankful that I listened to that flow because all of the brilliant ideas that I had, I don't want another system to have me muted. So I want to say thank you, Source Energy. I want to say thank you, Inner Being, for beckoning me to don't do it over there, do it over here. For beckoning me to stay in alignment, for going back to my YouTube channel, going back because I was moving and doing this and doing that. Because it's really cool, on TikTok, you get your little hearts and all of that, you get your little hearts, you get your little likes, but it mounts up to really nothing. The really true supporters, they're going to follow you everywhere. They're going to be in the newsletter. They're going to be on YouTube. See, all of that tapping the screen, it's cool. It's cool for those who here for attention. I'm not that blood type. I'm here for mindfulness. I'm here to remind you of your spiritual essence. I'm here to be that oracle to you. I'm here for a greater purpose. So you can come through and pass and give me likes. That's all cool and dandy. But what about your soul, though? Did I touch you? Did I inspire you? That's way more rewarding than you just tapping the screen for me. So now I got my tribe, y'all. And I'm so happy to have a little tribe. And so my tribe is going to be able to embark on this transformative journey with me, with this course. And I'll be able to give my tribe everything that they need for their life, some substance. And then on the back end, not only am I making them or giving them that substance, but I'm making them fishers also men. And so once they understand themselves, then the light goes on, and they pass the baton to the next reflection like them. And I'm so, so happy from the bottom of my heart, from the depths of my soul, to be in this position, because it's honorable. It is so honorable when you have a gift and you fine tuned your gift, and you don't care what other people say about your gift. Just like I had somebody telling me about his name is da 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 da. You don't care what other people say about your gift, because you understand that your gift makes room for you. You understand that people can believe whatever they want just as long as they believe in something. You understand that you tapped into the totality of God. And your life is altered. You ain't even the same person no more. Once you had an experience with God like this, yep, you will never be the same again. Never. And I welcome you all to partake, to follow me, to support me on the YouTube channel, because that's where I'm collectively moving to. If you ain't been paying attention, if you're new here, you want to check out the link in my bio, that black triangle, and jump over to YouTube, because I'm not gonna be low. I will not be with thee always TikTok, because I'm getting my tribe, and I'm allowing myself to be on these other platforms. But I will be on YouTube with my course on my website. You make sure you link to me those two ways, on my YouTube and on my website. My website is on the screen, solartherapypub.org. So now tell me what you think. Since I'm finished rambling my mouth, what you think? Thank you for the hearts, my true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm here to let you know, that I need you. Oh, thank you, Mom. Yes, indeed. That's a beautiful thing. It helps. Yeah. It helped you find your tribe. Yes, that's what it did. And I was like, man, what's going on? I have so much to deliver to the people. What's going on? I found my tribe in the process. And that's the and let me tell you, it don't matter if my tribe is only 3 people. It don't matter, because I got 61,000, I think, on one of these pages on God Is Just Be. And I think I got like 16,000 on God Is Just Be Healthy. It don't matter the number to me. I ain't about the number. Because I understand broad is the way that leads to destruction. And many people gonna go that way. Narrow is the path that leads to eternal life, and few will find it. It's not the season for everybody to find eternal life, because it will knock out the balance of the totality of God. And God gonna be balanced always. There gonna be some that ain't ready, but they always gonna be some that are ready. And that's my tribe. I'm only here for those that are ready to receive what I have to offer them. And I'm so happy about that. Yeah. Don't cast your pearls amongst the swine. You better tell it on the mountain. Yeah, I learned that. So that's really what I'm positioning myself to be, all YouTube, and where my true supporters are. So make sure you follow me on YouTube. Make sure get to shoot some hearts. Oh, okay, that's you, Mark. I didn't even know you could do the heart thing on YouTube. That's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. Okay. Y'all, you teach some other people how to shoot some hearts. We do have hearts over here on YouTube, y'all. That's pretty cool. But nonetheless, that's what I came for, to tell you all. I'm working on the videos. It's a plethora of videos. I'm doing all the blood types, and I'm going to have everything for you. And I know you're going to benefit. And in the meantime, I thank you for your patience and your support, for your energy, for your love, for you just being you, for you being part of the totality of God. This video was from my heart to yours. Oh, and look out on later on today. I'm gonna send out an email. A post. I'm gonna allow for 3 free consultations later on today. 3 free consultations. It's gonna be free. I'm not asking for anything but honest review. There's no catch to it. It's gonna be free in the areas of mind, body, soul, health, wellness, whatever you have an issue. It's only for 30 minutes though. It's only going to be for 3 people. It is only going to be available for a limited time. I'm going to put it up there. And if you missed that, I'm going to put it on TikTok, on both of my TikTok pages, and on my community post on YouTube. Just 3. I'm going to get one from each area. Just 3 free consultations in the effort to have other people see the reviews and see the experience, or talk about the experience that I had with them. That's all I'm asking for in return. Don't catch nothing. Free. Okay, look forward to yeah, she's talking to another platform. Yeah, are you preaching? No, I ain't preaching, baby. Look forward to that later on today. This video was from my heart to yours. Y'all be blessed. Okay, bye. She said, am I preaching? I ain't preaching, baby. That's funny. Thank you, Makiba. Thank you, Mike True. Thank you, Mark. Thanks everybody from my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Bye. Mwah.